Excuse me one moment. I almost choked on a peanut. There we go. There we go. Sorry about that. I was literally almost choking on a peanut there. Barbecue flavoured peanuts. Really nice. Okay, so before I choke to death, I'm just going to some cranberry juice to wash it down. Okay, so before we get into the intro of everything, just for people who don't know, BYOC stands for Bring Your Own Copy, because there will be no video, no audio from what we're watching along together tonight. Simply because I do not want to be copyright striked right up the wazoo and have my channel absolutely destroyed from orbit. So we found a workaround. Bring my own copy. Literally, there will be a timer underneath. It's going to be a little bit different today because there's going to be 4 episodes, but essentially this will be keeping track of where we are in the episode. So like if you need to, pop to the toilet, or, the cat's choking on something and you need to step away, you can come back and know where we are and get caught up. Right. Just to sort of show, again, for my own benefit, because again, I just make sure I get the codes right. I think it will be, I can't remember if it's control or alt, so that's why. So there you go. So yeah, timer will be starting, it'll be something like that, and then boom, it will stop when we're ready to go on to the next episode. So tonight, for the next few weeks, what about the next couple of months actually, if I've worked this out, we're going to be watching some anime, specifically 2 that I quite like, but they have passed that point where I haven't watched them for about a year or so, with the possible exception of season 2, Spy Family. I have watched some of the later episodes of that, and it's pretty damn good. And same for One Punch Man. Because I tend to binge watch it, it's like I can never remember what the exact episodes are. But Spy Family itself, now it's spelled Spy X Family, but it's called Spy Family. You do not pronounce the X. It's not entirely sure why. It's just one of those weird. I say weird. It's one of those. Just the way it works, really. I'm not going to argue. People know what you're talking about, although there are some who will be, you pronounce it. You pronounce the X. You don't pronounce it, and stuff like that. And yeah, fuck off with that shit. Now, when I watched it the first time, I watched the subtitle version, just because that was the one I could get hold of. Now, I don't have a problem with reading pretty fast with subtitles, but some people do. There's a kind of ongoing thing I've noticed. It's one of the reasons why I try to stay away from some of the fan communities, is some people say that the dub version is better, some people say the sub version is better. Go wherever works best for you. Some people can read really, really fast, like me. So subtitle 1 will work better for them. Others can struggle if there's text on the screen. Go with the dub version. They're both just as good, just with different voices. Yes, if you do know Japanese and... oh, there's that peanut again. Excuse me. Mate. I'll try again. Right. Now, some people don't mind subbed, some people don't mind dubbed, but just go with whatever works best for you. I'm pretty sure this particular version that I'm going to be watching is the dubbed version. The English one would be nice because, as I say, originally I watched the version that was in Japanese. So if you know. Sorry, getting all tangled up again. If you know the differences between the 2 versions, you'll probably pick up that maybe some of the words will have slightly changed, or things like that, because I know for certain that when you do a translation from one language to another, it's not so much a science, it's more of an art form in of itself, because certain phrases, terminologies and things like that do not have meaning in one language but do in another. And having to reference that and cross it over, especially though you're trying to do it live, it's not exactly easy, especially if you're trying to get the same context over as well. There may be a reference like from one country that references like a political leader that people outside of that country would never ever know. So they have to take that into consideration. Having said that, this surprised me by how much I liked this. Like, I think I'd watched One Punch Man and I was looking for a new show. And a lot of people were going on about this, and like, oh, I have script. Oh, I need something to watch. And within a few episodes, I was, pretty much by the end of the first episode, I was hooked. Because, I mean, I will say as well, there is some scenes in this that are, I'm not going to say graphic, but, I mean, you're dealing with literally, a spy and an assassin as the two main characters in this. So there will be the occasional scene, but fitting within the context that are, ooh, sort of thing. But what caught me off guard wasn't the should we say, the spy and assassin related shenanigans, because the show's called Spy Family, so you kind of expect that kind of thing. Now, what caught me off guard with this in a good way is that this is also surprisingly wholesome. In a, wait, what? Like, it catches a lot of people. Like, it caught me off guard how the relationship between certain the three main characters and certain the other ones are just like, huh. And it's that this is not a spoiler as such. There is a sort of spin-off movie type thing. I think it's called Project Code White or something like that. But I think that's in the canon. I think it's set towards the end of season 2, I think. And I know in Japan, and I'm so freaking jealous of this, they did a live show musical version of it. And I've seen clips of it, and I've seen pictures of it, and it's just like, dear God, this is adorable. Like it is like ridiculously adorable. Okay, so I'm just going to read out the little intro bit on that's on the screen here. All right, this is rated a 15 in the. Excuse me. Try one episode dubbed and the next subbed and see which works best for you. Yeah, that's a great way of doing it. You may find that if it's from quite fast paced, that subbed might work for you, or you may do. I personally don't mind either. I just can read pretty damn fast. Not being egotistical about it. It's a fact. I can read ridiculously fast. Yeah, ADHD. But because of that, I don't mind subbed or dubbed. It's like Fullmetal Alchemist. I watched that dubbed. That's how I found out, Laura Bailey and Travis Willing were in it. But when I watched Brotherhood, which was very, very similar to it, it's complicated, I watched that subtitled because I wanted to see what the difference was before. And honestly, they're both as good as each other. I mean, back in the OG days, I would say maybe some shows would have been better, one or the other. But honestly, these days, they're just as good. Actors in the animes subs can be just as good. Again, it just comes down to preference. Do you prefer sub? Do you prefer dub? There's going to be no judgment from me either way, whichever works for you. I may have it on. Ironically, I may actually have it in subbed, in dubbed with subtitles, just because I like having subtitles on generally anyway. So I'll get Right. Okay. So before we continue. So the intro to this is it's quite interesting. World peace. Okay, bit of context as well before I continue. This is set in a pseudo Germany-like place. It's not exactly like Germany because it has some technology that's pretty advanced, some technology that's kind of set back so we say, like in like the 60s. It's just for the vibe. That's all it is. It's not necessarily set. This is Germany, but there's a lot of, you see as this thing goes on. There's a lot of parallels to the Cold War, stuff like that coming on. So it's a good backdrop. Right, okay. So here's the intro blurb. World peace is at stake, and secret agent Twilight must undergo his most difficult mission yet: pretend to be a family man. Posing as a loving husband and father, he'll infiltrate an elite school to get close to a high-profile politician. He has the perfect cover, except his wife's a deadly assassin, and neither knows each other's identity. But someone does. His adopted daughter, who's a telepath. Yeah, world's best assassin, and he has a major blind spot for for the ladies in his life, shall we say? That's the thing. Each of them are really good at what they do, but they also have one major character flaw, which kind of, I won't say anymore because it will spoil things. But it's okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to actually this looks like this might be the dubbed version, the subbed version. Oh, we'll see in a second. Don't mind that way. There'll be a 5-second countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go, and then we press go. Wow. So again, just make sure I don't pull my cables down the cable. There we go. Right, okay. So here we go. This is season 1, episode 1, Operation Strix. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, okay. It's right. I see what they've done. Yep, they've Okay, so yeah, the yeah, there will be Japanese text basically, but it is subbed, so dubbed. Oh, yeah. Hmm. Yeah, I say he is literally the world's best spy. So you can see a lot of other cars and stuff like that. The vibe they're going for. Damn, that is brutal. Oh, I forgot how brutal he can be at times. Yeah, there we go. So, yeah, there'd be a lot of references to calling him Twilight or by his adopted name. Because also the show has some great music in it. Yeah, you can see how this is. Yeah, so he's yeah, yeah, Operation Strix. So yeah, this is it. Yeah, this is cover. Now he just has a gay family. Hmm. Hmm. I think he's pretty damn smart. Yeah, you can kind of see where this is going already. And you know, it's just so freaking adorable. 007. Yeah, but she remember the, she acts like a 6 year old, but she is about four, maybe five. Yeah. Yeah, the person who doesn't know how to handle children having to be with children. Yeah. He has no idea how to handle children. Yeah, and people forget that she is like 4 or 5. And the dribble. uh, and to be fair, he isn't doing too bad. You think about it like a spy would. Yeah, she almost gave the game away, though. Can't leave a 4-year-old alone. Or 5-year-old. How, like, how did she get up there? Damn. The expression she has it. Yes, we've just started the first episode. Yeah, it's This is yeah. This is the uh dubbed version. Oh no. So there's two main characters we haven't met yet, but I believe the second one doesn't turn up until about episode 9 or 10. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. That's the guy from the beginning, and she's just alerted to him to where he is. I hope they find the people who basically experimented on her, and both Lloyd and Yor do what parents would do, shall we say. Although, out of the two, Yor is terrifying. Yeah, she is terrifying. Like, I see what I mean by like some of the bits in this are a bit whoa. I mean, Twilight's deadly. Yeah, oh yeah, she's a great character. Yeah, like I say, it's they don't show anything, but there's a lot of like stuff that's implied. Yeah, he just shot his a companion. Yeah, like I say, Twilight is just ridiculously skilled. So yeah, he does have a should we say a weak spot when it comes to kids. He just doesn't realise it. Yeah. Papa's a liar. That's the thing. He's a great character. Twilight. Like I say, he's just freaking deadly. Yeah, and he's ridiculously smart as well. Oh yeah, he's good, isn't he? Yes, I love all the characters in this. See, that would be where I'd be soiling myself if that was me. Yeah, so yeah. Yeah, you can't lie to a telepath. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. This was the point I decided I liked the show already after the first episode. It was I just watched someone beat the crap out of an out of a gang, scare a boss, and then comfort a small kid. It was like, damn. Her reactions are just. Oh, sorry, tell me. Is this where we meet her? Oh no, this is the school. He's like, hang on. It's like, yeah, because some people goes, why does she keep acting like a real young kid? Because she is. She's like 4, maybe 5 years old. Yeah, he's relaxed properly for the first time in his life. Right. So you can see he's got a bit of a blind spot mentally speaking. Now I don't think there's any post credit stuff, but I'm gonna let it run just because, as I say, it's been a while since I've watched these ones. Just try and remember if there are or not, because some animes do have them, some don't. Yeah, we still haven't met Yor yet, which I think is going to be the next episode. And yeah, she is terrifying. Dub works fine. Yeah, that's right. It's not a bad dubbing. It's say some of the words and the phrases do. Oh, yeah, kind of a post credits. There is, yes. He's out. He's out like a light. Oh, my heart. Oh, that's just too adorable. No, mama. Also, I really like these sort of there she is. I really like the sort of like jazzy funk stuff that they play with the for the music. Okay, so 24 minutes, say 25. Right, episode 2. And just reset that. Same again, do a 5 second. Oh yeah, by the way, this is now where the full proper intro kicks in. Because we just watched the pilot, now we're going to watch the proper beginning, which is really freaking good. So I'm going to do a 5 second countdown in again, same as before. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Yeah, it's a little bit different from the first one. I have no idea what they're saying, but I love it. All I will say is this intro does give clues to things that happen later in the season. But I'm not going to say what. I think it's also got a slightly different outro as well. Yeah, I'll freely admit, Yor is a this. In fact, the entire whole squad of them are just ridiculously great characters. But you'll understand what I mean when I say that Yor is terrifying, especially when she goes Mama Bear mode. I forgot that scene. Oh, I forgot about Frankie, the original Mrs. Forger. Oh, this show just cracks me up. Getting almost choked another peanut. Secure a wife. Mission 2. She's so innocent. Yet not. You have no idea how accurate that is. So yeah, like Cold War era. Panic. I have to have a date. Shit. What's the word? It's when you got like somebody who's got like two radically different sides to their personality, but they're all meshed together. And now she's realised she's just put her foot right in it. And again, you can kind of see where the plot lines are going to merge. They call it a relationship of necessity. Here we go. Fallen Princess. See, like the switch in her personality. Oh, that's like to quote. Was it Spike from um oh, was it Cowboy Bebop? I like the kind of woman that can actually kill me. The scary thing is, you've not even seen half of what she's capable of doing. Look at that. She did all of that. Yeah. Hmm. I wonder who it could be. Anybody hurt Anya? We're gonna go John Wick. No, she looks like a 5-year-old. And like most 5-year-olds have no mental filters. Yep. No, no, yeah. No. Hmm. If only there was a telepath who could help them out. And a telepath. Yeah, it gets. Yeah, see, unfortunately, when it comes to your Twilight's IQ goes into single digits. So dramatic. Ah, yes, peanuts. So the communications. No idea what those numbers mean. Yeah. Oh, I freaking love the music in this. It's got that sort of cowboy bebop vibe to it. It's like, time, time for some funky jazz. Yeah. And it being like not like set in modern times means they still have to go a little bit more old school for stuff. Which I think works. And cut to them screaming and running. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's some jewelry. Oh, and there are times you just sort of like just want to give you a hug. It's like no. Like, oh, ooh, these particular women. Ooh, I don't. Ooh, because she's an evil git. Uh, and she could kill everyone in that room. No, don't do it because there's kids there. Oh, it's sad music. So. Dramatic entrance. Oops. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, she is such a. Yeah. It's definitely not what he thinks. And that's the point she falls in love with him. Like, dude knows what he's doing. See what I mean? How freaking adorable and wholesome this show is. Whilst also being a spy thriller. And some funky music. Yeah. Hmm. Yes. This is fiction. No, no, no. She's just she was what she wants to believe. Yours many things, but she's not. His face. It's like she just kicked him down the hole of the alleyway. I'm not gonna say anymore. So, so brain go me for world peace. Yeah, but not for the reasons you think. Into it. True freaking romance right there. It's like It's a bit dusty. See what I mean? How just surprisingly wholesome and good this show is. It's like, I'll be honest. Yeah, I didn't mention in the first episode. Like, it was just like as soon as you can almost see on his face that moment when he's like, "All right, fine, we're going back home with Anya." Isn't it? Isn't this so freaking great? This is one of those shows that it's like it reignited my appreciation for anime, because it's like I watched, One Punch Man, for it was okay, a bit silly. I'd watched Full Metal Alchemist, but there was no show that really kind of got my attention. Like, I want to know what happens next. But this did. Right. Okay. So right, let's get ready for episode 3. Okay. Doing that one again. Let's same as before. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Let's just say the show improves as time goes on. Like, no, literally, the world's best assassin, the world's best spy. Yes, his most difficult job yet. Become a loving husband and doting father. Also, this intro is freaking great. I think they change it about halfway through the season, but I think that's what quite often happens in anime stuff. They change the intros. Now, it came up with a little box in there, skip intro. That's not happening. I'm just going to top up my drink. There's a few shows that you do not skip the intro on. This is one of them. Even though I have no idea what they're saying. Also, I mean, the what's it? The style of the art as well. I think it's really freaking good. Like, I've mentioned it many times on various streams that things don't have to be realistic to be good. It just has to be consistent and smooth. Yep. I mean, look at it. It looks so freaking good. Oh, you don't need much when you're an assassin. Ah, yes. Yep. As for you, technically, we don't know his real name. Frankie's great. So, sorry, Uncle Scruffy is great. Yeah, the only one who knows the truth is Anya, but she can't say anything because you already know she's not been horrible to Anya. She's actually been quite, what's the word, endearing? Yeah, no, she can't spell Anya. Chimera. If anybody says anything, they could just say that, like, Lloyd snores really loudly or something. So she had to sleep in her own room just for, maybe weird, but it wouldn't be that weird. The expressions that Anya has in the show is just. Yep. Not that box. Yeah. Yeah, not that box, Anya. Oh, I need a coffee night. No, it's too late to have coffee. I'll have one in the morning. Oh, yeah. So you notice that Lloyd is basically what they call hyper competent, which, like, ridiculously competent at everything he does. Yeah. Yeah, it's just like, like ridiculously high up. It's like where the future leaders go sort of school. Sometimes Papa has to lock me up. See what I mean? Yours terrifying. Yep. You're always very good with kids. Like, genuinely. There we go. Ah, opera. Now, if I didn't know any better, that sounds a bit like Pavarotti. Or at least inspired by it. Yes. Now you can get away with the refinement. Anya, not so much. I forgot about that scene. You're. Ah, yes. Being a child and not having a filter. Yeah. Outfit. Hmm. What? Yeah. Yes. Wasn't it as well like her hair's black, her eyes are red. He just puts it on expenses. The awkward look. She's being overwhelmed. Like all the voices, because she's just still a kid, she can't fully control it. God, yeah, she's got. Yes, for the world's best assassin, the former princess, she is surprisingly caring. Wow. Yeah. Which worked though. Kitty. Here we go. Now we get a small glimpse of what yours capable of doing. Just the way she just switches into a combat mode sort of thing. It's she's just trying to use her powers, and it's like overwhelmed her. Anya's good. Yeah, you just drew a trance into yourself, mate, with that. It's, all three of them working together. Yeah. So you've got the knowledge of Twilight, the raw strength and ability of your, and the recon abilities of Ant. I mean, yeah, she's 5, but she's freaking smart for a 5-year-old. Possibly 5-year-old. See? Now she knows what to do. Remember Twilight for the mission. See what I mean? How freaking wholesome is this for a show about assassins, spies, and telepaths? I mean, there are definitely like a couple of scenes and bits and pieces that happen in this that are, should we say, remind you of what the overall plot and stuff is, but as a heartwarming, wholesome show, yeah, this hooked me on the first episode and it surprised me by how much I come to like this. Remember, I don't think I've watched the second half yet of season 2. I think, because I think they split into 2 parts, if I remember rightly. So the last few episodes of season 2, I don't know really what happens. I can't remember much about season 2. Oh no, I'm thinking of no, I'm thinking of One Punch Man. Sorry, I'm getting them mixed up. I haven't watched season 2 yet. Again, I have no idea what they're saying, but it just sounds good. Yeah, and we'll let credits run because I can never remember. Oh, yes. Yes, I'm remembering stuff. This is probably one of my favourite episodes coming up is season 4. Sorry, episode 4, season 1 coming up is so freaking great. Right. Just make sure I got that right. I'm gonna have to be. I've got to be quiet because I know I have a bad habit of doing this. Like something's about to happen, and my brain will be like, sort of thing. It's like, nope, nope. Yeah. We'll do the countdown again, same as before, and get everything all prepped. There we go. And 5, 4, Three, two, one, go. Yeah. Again, skip intro? Oh, violence, alcohol use. It's like, skip the intro? No. I'm not going to skip the intro. Yeah, there's one other sort of mainish character we haven't been introduced. Well, I'm not talking about like the I know, skipping the intro. Why would we want to do that? It's like that displeases the Emperor when you do that. Yeah, even the I don't say background characters, but should we say the non-main characters of this are freaking great. Like Frankie, like you know, I'm gonna call him Lloyd because that's how it makes it easier. Lloyd's what do you call it? Not informant, but you know, person who does stuff for him and the spy in the street and stuff like that. You know, he's a great character. But Anya calls like Uncle Scruffy because of the hair. I love the music in this as well. That picture's like. I love this episode. Yeah. Yeah, this is serious business. Yeah. Started the moment you walked through the gates. I'm trying not to say anything. This character's great. Mm-hmm. Now, can you guess what this dude's favourite word is? They got changed very, very quickly. It's like, how? Don't worry about it. I was saying that there's a lot of that in this show. It's like, how did? No, don't worry about it. Wait, what? Like, oh, here we go. looks like Gene Simmons from Kiss. Like, yeah, because like we're all good. We're gonna head back to the the cow's terrified. The cow is literally terrified. Like, what the hell just happened? Again, how? Don't worry about it. Oh, this guy's such a douchebag. Again, why did he have two outfits? Who cares? What a mission. Okay. I like that they're actually putting up captions for the Japanese text. I like that. That's good. So people can see like the original and the translation. And they're not lying. This guy, Swan, he is such a douchebag. Yeah, arrogant, greedy, callous. Two reasons. Henderson, that's it. Personality, elegant. Dude, you are treading a fine line here. Yeah. Why are you getting irritated? It's like you care for her. Eat operas. Close. Nice cover. Nice way to cover it. Close enough. I like Henderson. He's quirky, but he's a good guy. Scary sometimes. Oh, getting dusty in here again. Dude, line. Oh dear. It's like, dude, you have no idea how close your life is to being ended right now. Your life was measured in nanoseconds. Yeah, Henderson's a good guy. And that's why I like Henderson. Very elegant. Like, when I first watched the episode, my reaction was like, get off of there! Yeah. Don't. Yeah. It's one of the few things that genuinely makes Twilight angry. Upsetting kids. Grandpa with the glasses. Yeah. You got 2 out of 3 votes. Odds are. Odds. Yeah. I think you should be able to see now why I freaking love this show. It's like the characters are great. They're not just like one dimensional. I mean, they are one dimensional, but, physically, but I mean, in terms of character, they're not one. You know what I mean? But seriously, it's just like there are definite moments where I can just feel like it's like Anya is so damn sweet, yeah. And all I'll say is there's more coming up. There is definitely more coming up that is really good. But so far, I think that particular episode is my favourite, possibly my favourite out of season 1. Now, that's not saying the other episodes are bad. It's just because the bit with the cows just absolutely cracked me up to the point I was like, when you start laughing, and you start, sort of getting hiccups. That was my reaction on seeing Yor beat the crap out of a cow, because it's just so ridiculous. And was like, did she just beat up a cow? And then in the background you can see the others going, you know what? We're all good. We're going to head back to the barn. That will make sense. What those little teasers will make sense for what happens later. It's yeah. I think 4 episodes. I think is a nice number. Now there is 25 episodes. That does mean the season end will probably be 5 episodes. Let's check how many episodes are in season 2. Well, I've got the thing here. I think it's the same. 12. Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So yeah, season 12. Sorry, season 2 only has 12 episodes in it at the moment, but I think that's because they haven't released on here the next 12. So I was kind of right while I was thinking about the 12 episodes. The reason why I've not seen the last ones is because they haven't been released yet. So yeah, season 2 is going to be shorter, but obviously when they do release, I think you can get it on Crunchyroll, which is like another subscription or something like that. But I just got the basic subscription, so this is why I'm getting access to it. But yeah, What else to say? What can I say? For now, I'm going to call it a night, and we're going to be back, obviously, with more of this next week because I fucking love this show. And then, obviously, once this is done, go to One Punch Man, and we'll see what else is going on in the meantime. As an aside, I did finish off the post on Blue Sky and in the Discord. I finished the No Man's Sky expedition, and I got the Wraith. Not a bad ship. Oh yeah, this is this is such a fucking awesome show. It really is. If all I will say is if there is obviously the manga that this is based on is already out, and it is way ahead of what it is now. But I think it's slowed down a little bit because I think the writer was ill. But it's an ongoing one, and it'll be going for, mangas go, especially popular ones, they go on for absolutely ages. I mean, look at One Piece, for example. But yeah, there's a reason why I like this show. There are many reasons. But for now, I'm just going to say goodnight and have a good weekend. Bye bye.